Hi there folks, welcome back to the IB and Under Fishing channel. And if you've just come over from DB Fishing's channel, hello DB.
Alright.
Welcome to the channel. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button while you're here, that'd be really cool. It is day 2 of our 1-day pike fishing trip.
our 4-hour pike fishing challenge that we did 9 hours with yesterday, and we're still not finished.
Yeah, if you haven't caught up with that, I would suggest actually going back over to DB's channel, watch the whole of the first session to figure out what's going on. If you're not going to do that, we'll just recap. We're doing a pike fishing competition, straight shootout. We're allowed 5 baits each. It's a 1 point per fish, 2 points if you get one on the top water. To recap, yesterday I had 2 fish very early on a shad, which gave me 2 points. DB scraped one right at the last minute last night on a top water, which gives him 2 points, plus a very controversial perch. We've got to have a conversation about that.
Counts, that
I'm not sure about that. So it is all to play for. The conditions look great. So what we're going to do is give ourselves 90 minutes to try and finish the competition. If after 90 minutes we haven't finished this, and God I hope we have, if after 90 minutes we haven't finished this, we're going to give ourselves an extra half an hour. Next fish wins. After that, we'll just go to the pub.
Yeah, we'll just quit. Call it a win for me with the perch.
Yeah, that kicker perch might count at that point. Are you going to do anything different today from yesterday? Are you going to swap out any lures or anything?
I think I'm going to stick with that buzzbait because that is the only lure that I caught fish with.
That thing was a freaking revelation yesterday. It'd be really interesting to see how that gets on in a slightly different fishing situation, bigger water. Will it work? Won't it work on a bigger venue?
I think it'll work. If they're feeding or if they're not, I think they're just going to...
It really pulled them, didn't it?
Yeah. They're just going to want to smash it just because it's annoying.
I am going to swap a lure out, so I'm going to bring in a shallow burbot. I really like that tail bait, and it's the one thing I felt yesterday was I wanted something I could fish more slowly. So shallow burbot has come in. I'm getting rid of the frook. I've seen enough of that thing after yesterday. I cast it and cast it and cast it, and
3 hours without a follow.
Nothing to show for it, so that thing's gone. I'm going to keep hold of the rack because actually this looks like pretty good water for a top water, so I'm going to keep that. And I think really all we need to do now is crack on, go and do some fishing, and hope to God we can catch some pike between us.
Hope it's better than yesterday, that's for sure.
Should we go and do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go and find them. Just had a follow from a perch about a quarter of the size of the bait. Yeah. Maybe 2 inches long. So you fishing that weightless?
No, I've got about 3 grams on it.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this. I've got 10 grams on here. It's too much. I always forget which of the 2 fixings it is for the shallow on the Savage Gear Rat. It's the nose one, isn't it? Keeps it shallow.
I always thought it was the one on the left.
Is it?
I don't know, to be honest. I've always just attached to the left one. I don't think I've done that on the left.
Oh, big. That's quite a big perch, yeah. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen what I've just seen. I can imagine there's some decent ones in here.
Yeah.
Got him. Fish. Yeah.
Right on the road.
Oh, he's off. Oh, it was such a gentle take.
Yeah.
Just kind of poured at it. It's like watching a cat with a ball of string. You just kind of.
Yeah. Oh,
dang it. To be honest, I probably could have done a bit more to keep it on. There wasn't much of a hook set, put it that way.
Yeah.
I think in hindsight I could have given him a bit more.
Didn't look a bad fish.
Yeah, it was a good fish, yeah.
Feel more confident now? I think that was your only chance.
Oh, I really hope not. It was funny. That second spot yesterday, even though I basically never had a touch and eventually lost confidence, for 2.5 hours, every single cast I made, I was like, that'll catch fish, that.
I was as well.
It just, the spot felt right, the conditions felt good.
We just weren't on it.
They just weren't on it.
Like you say, with how the weather went from like this to clear skies, sun.
What was really interesting about that was how they reacted to that buzzbait.
Yeah.
I mean, literally no other bait we threw for the entire evening even got a look. And you had, what, 4 takes? There's a fish coming. There's a fish coming here.
Feel like I might.
There we go. Oh,
he missed it. That might come back.
oh, typically my frickin' rat has got weeded up just at the wrong point.
Both had a hit today.
Yeah, it's looked promising, eh?
Yeah.
Both hits on top water as well. Yeah, I know. So it wasn't even close to it, was it?
No.
Missed it by a distance. Well, 2 hits in the first 20 minutes again. It's the same thing that happened yesterday, and look how well yesterday went. We ought to put a bit more. Oh, you got him. Nicely done. Oh, he's on, mate. He's well and truly on.
I've only got a single. Right in front of you.
Do you want the net?
No.
There we go. Oh. Nicely done, mate.
10 times bigger than the one I had yesterday.
Buzzbait, creature bait does it again.
Creature bait, right in
That's
front
the
of you.
one.
Oh, well happy.
Nicely done. Jeez, I like that thing. That's been an absolute revelation, that thing has.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even own a buzzbait.
I didn't until I got that one. But there we go, my second pike.
Nicely done.
2 days.
And a topwater fish as well.
So what, 2 pints? That was right in front of you, that.
It really was, yeah. I don't think I'd covered that.
Oh,
Mate, they like that thing.
landed 3 out of 7. Too bad.
Could be worse, couldn't it? Got him! Got him! Might be a decent fish as well, that.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a good fish.
Oh, it looks better than mine.
It's pretty solid at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
It is in a platform.
Let me come the other side of you. He's not even on anymore.
Is he not?
I think he's off.
No, it's
Oh no, still on.
Still there, still there.
Oh, so much weed.
He's coming out. Deep pressure, but not too much.
Jeez, that weed is heavy, man. I think he's still there. I just can't move him because of the weed.
If I can see you
There's a
better.
bit of movement. Is he there? Yes!
It's not that big.
Ah, it's big enough. It's dropping back in the water for a second while we get rid of the weed. Finally, one of us actually caught a fish in her own video. I think it's probably the biggest fish of the trip so far. That's not saying much.
Oh yeah, that's It's not a monster still.
No, no monster, but a 2-pointer.
Is that a roach in there?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Put some of my blood on it.
Something's had a little whack at him at some point as well. That's the fish we want to catch.
Perfect.
Sick! What a start. 3 takes in what, half an hour?
4 takes.
4 takes in half an hour on top waters.
And we're both equal again now.
Yep,
4 points to 4 points.
game on. Oh, follow. Yep, got him. Oh no. It's a decent fish as well, that was. Oh, damn it.
Did you see it?
So I only saw it just as I was lifting it. It wasn't properly like charging at it. It was just kind of drifting along below it. So I saw it follow, dropped the bait back in the water in front of his face, and as soon as it touched the water, basically, he hit it. He came out of the thick stuff.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, he came out of the thick stuff.
Good fish, or?
Yeah, it was actually, yeah. It was bigger than the one I landed, put it that way. I bottled the strike a little bit. He hadn't turned at all. I basically struck as he lunged.
I get so much stick for that, but
What, missing fish?
yeah.
It's one of those things that's very easy when it's not you doing it. So obviously Savage Gear did some really freaking weird lures.
Yeah.
This is legit, like, proper pike lure. If I'm fishing around kind of urban areas around me, it's the first thing that goes on. Oh god, yeah. I'll say our canals are much smaller and much shallower. So even down the middle of the track, you'll only have 4 foot.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fish on it. I've had a lot of big fish on it as well. And better average of big fish on the top water stuff than I have with shads and stuff like that.
Which is interesting, isn't it? Because everyone thinks the opposite.
Yeah.
I think people just assume that big fish are just always in deep water.
Yeah, which is wrong.
Well, certainly at this time of year it is. There's a guy around me actually, Lee Lockett, who just fishes top water all year. Just fishes top water. He does absolutely fine in the winter.
Yeah.
Oh! So my line is stuck over that leaning bit of stick, and it just curved the bait away from the fish at the last minute. Oh, that was so annoying. Yeah, that bit of plant literally pulled the lure away from the fish. The whole time through that retrieve, I was like, please fall off that branch, please fall off that branch.
I reckon that was near a weed patch again, wasn't it?
Yeah, they like that heavy stuff, which is annoying because it's an absolute lure trap.
I had a good amount of action down there.
It fished alright, didn't it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Compared to yesterday, we had more on this little stretch than we had all
Literally all day yesterday.
Yeah, all day yesterday, pretty much, yeah.
Well, I've had 2 hits. You've had
1 fish, 1 hit. Yesterday I just had 2 hits in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, your yesterday was brutal, wasn't it? Ooh. Take.
It was a perch. Good perch, bro.
So, when you struck and that bait came out, the water briefing, my entire life flashed before my eyes then. That was going to be a direct hit straight in the middle of my face.
I would not set the hook straight away then, I probably would have landed that. Finished editing it, they'd still not gone on because one of the files was,
Oh,
hit.
Pike?
Yeah, Pike. Just off past it then. One of the files was corrupt. So it didn't put any of them on, and it wouldn't let me export it. Yeah, that was a pike. But it didn't.
Oh.
Went for it then. That was fast.
That was. I didn't see a follow.
No, I didn't.
Again, I think he was tracking that really deep.
Slam and then it was gone. It was like before I could even set a hook, it was gone.
Grab the prop.
Yeah. I don't even know what it grabbed. It just came out of nowhere, slammed into it and then disappeared. Quick as it came.
That's one of the things that's really stood out actually, is the speed you fish at.
Really?
Yeah, it's much faster than, but clearly it's right because you catch more pike than I do. I would stop in a spot and have 10 or 15 casts, maybe try 2 baits in each spot. So you reckon fresh water is more important than finding a fish?
The catching number?
Yeah. Do you know, I'd go with that. This is perfect. This thick. Oh no, follow. I did say it was perfect.
Yeah. That was a nice fish.
So he came right out from the edge, right underneath me, yeah. Oh mate, I'm sorry. I just looked at this hole in this thick weed here and literally just said that looks perfect. As he went for it. Right, so we've done that hour and a half. You still can't split us. We've had a fish each. Dan's kicker perch definitely doesn't count, but we're going with it. So we are basically down to next Pike wins, which I'm not going to win while I'm filming this. So rather than keep waffling, I'm going to have a cast. Dan's changed bait actually. You've switched to the rat.
The big rat, yeah.
Yeah. So
because I can't cast to the bank with my 10-gram buzzbait, so I put this on to fish the far bank basically.
I think that's a fair shout. That's basically what we're both going to do, is just going to try and pelt that far bank and see if we can draw on from the far side. Next Pike wins.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
If we get one.
Was that a pike? Pike? Mate, there's so many bait fish here. Full of fry.
Oh, one following mine. Yeah, got him.
Oh no!
Stay on.
Stevie's got one on. This is next fish wins.
Oh! Oh no, still got him. Thought he came off then. You do not come off, mate.
Is he in?
He's in.
Oh man! What a comeback!
That was in the middle.
Straight down the track.
That patch of weed and that patch of weed.
Yeah.
Straight between them.
Ah. 2-0 up in the first 20 minutes and 18 hours later.
Second fish for me today. About as big as your first one, that was yesterday. So?
Well, my first one was bigger, the second one was small.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tell you what, that's colder than up there.
Is it?
So potentially they're going to be maybe there. But yeah, that's it, I think. What do you reckon, another 10 minutes?
We did say next fish wins, didn't we? And that is that. And somehow, having been 2-0 up after the first 20 minutes, I've managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory there. We've both just been talking off camera. Of all the baits that we thought were going to be the one,
The ultimate bait of today.
So Dan, just explain what you've actually got there.
So this is it's a Guggen Squad buzzbait, which I only bought. I was ordering something from Tackle Warehouse in America. I only bought this because it was cheap, and I was ordering from there, so I thought, why not? It's got a 10 centimeter LMAB finesse fillet craw as a trailer, so it's basically a surface crayfish. Surface crayfish, yeah. And this just
obviously
makes loads of noise. So
that has been an absolute revelation. When you were rigging that up last night, and again we just said this off camera, I thought you were joking.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he's not going to use that. He'll take a rat or a duck or something like that. And there was a point where you took it off, actually, wasn't there?
Yeah.
You started using it and took it off, and I was like, well, that's that done.
And then we didn't have a single bite for 2 hours.
Yeah. And actually, last night was really interesting because I basically didn't move a fish on a topwater bait that I've...
We didn't even have a follow.
Yeah, I've caught loads of fish on that thing in the past, and I didn't move one. You were drawing fish with that from like 20 feet away. Yeah. It was crazy. It's so loud. We were in a really sheltered spot, just having a few casts after we finished. You can hear it from so far away.
On the side of the canal, you can hear it coming back.
So that's been, just something I would never have even thought of using.
Over 10 fish it's had contact with this last 2 days.
A floating crayfish buzzbait.
Yeah, I've not had a bite on anything else.
No, literally
apart from the first 10 minutes where I 2 on the shad.
So even though I've lost, I'm not that upset about it, because actually it's been really interesting just to watch this happen, because I would never have used that. I am going to be buying some buzzbaits.
I'm buying some
That is
more,
honestly, I'm a total convert to buzzbaits. Other than that, the fishing's been tough. It's taken us 2 days to film a vlog that we budgeted 4 hours for.
Yeah.
So that explains how difficult it's been. These are spots that you know really well, that you catch fish on regularly. It's just not happened, has it?
Typically I do 3-hour sessions and I average 5 pike, and we've caught how many pike? 6.
3.
I've had 3 as well.
So we've had 6 pike in 12 hours
12
fishing.
hours of fishing, yeah.
That is the grind. That is the absolute definition of the grind. We've had some contact. Obviously with surface baits you don't hook all of them anyway, do you? It's just
we've missed more than we've hooked.
But there is only one winner, and this time it is DB fishing. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the vlog. We've really enjoyed filming. It's been a bit of a grind, but the topwater stuff is really fun. If you have, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're not already subbed to DB Fishing, make sure you go over there. I'll put a link in the description box.
Check out the first half of this video as well to see how much we struggled yesterday.
Absolutely, yes. There is a first off to this video that if you haven't seen it yet, you should have watched that first. Again, I'll put a link for that. All the kit that we've used, if I can find links for it, I'll put links in the description box so you know what we've used. I've no idea how I'm going to find a link for that thing, but we'll do our best. All the rats, all the crooks and stuff, there'll be links so you can go and buy those yourselves. And at that, Dan and I are going to say thank you very much for watching this vlog, and we'll catch you guys very soon for some more fishing and stuff. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.